Hey y'all, I was muted. I was just playing. Um, Peace and abundance, soul tribe. Happy Friday. Welcome to another edition of Zero to Zen. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing. You can hear me? All right, perfect. Yeah, I was on mute at first, y'all. I was just playing. Um, welcome. Happy Friday. We made it another day, another week per se. I like to call it strong because there's nothing weak about us. But I just want to welcome you all. We got some good mental food coming through. We have Empress Nia, my apologies. Empress Nia going to present some yoga. I'm going to do a little bit of education when we're talking about healing traumas quickly in a hurry. And not to say that we want to be in a hurry to heal, but sometimes perceived time isn't on our side and we need reprise pretty quickly. So we want to be able to implement things that work and that are effective and that are quick. Peace, Empress. I miss you. I love you. TJ, what's up? Elevating energy. What is up? What is up? Salute everybody. Salute. Thank y'all. Bird Gang 31. Thank you for joining. Yes, so I want to come in just with a little bit of talk. This is a moving segment. We move our bodies during this segment, so it won't be too long. But I was drawn to share with my piece. This is meditation and yoga. So we do mindfulness as well as moving our bodies and doing mental yoga. So we get very diverse when it comes to how we implement healing modalities here at Zero to Zen. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about tapping and how it works to heal the body pretty quickly. It helps to heal traumas. It helps to put us in a state of releasing serotonin, endorphins, the things that make us feel restful and relaxed, as opposed to things that makes us feel stressed out and worried. So what tapping does, and it's also referred to, if you like using two different terms, tapping is also referred to as emotional freedom techniques, an emotional freedom technique. And it's very ancient. It uses the art of acupressure, putting pressure on different parts of the body to create a response or to release hormones that are favorable. So let's say you had a day at work where your boss completely pissed you off and you got to kind of remain calm and centered. You really can't pop off right now. You really don't want to let them see you break. Peace, Janice. We can implement these techniques and anybody can use them. Children can use them. You can teach them to your kids, your loved ones, and they work. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time or even really focus. It's just about intention and setting aside a few minutes. So basically, emotional freedom techniques is tapping different parts of the body. And when we do this, we put our brain into a state of producing delta waves. And when we produce delta waves, we're able to reprogram the way that we're thinking and we're feeling. So when we have a stressful situation like the boss getting on our nerves and we get ready to pop off, it helps to reset and reloop those emotions. So while you're not dealing with that anger or that frustration all day long, you constantly going back, this lady pissed me off, I'm mad. You constantly going back to that. You're able to process it and release it. Because if we stay in that fight or flight mode, the sympathetic nervous system, what it does is produces adrenaline. It produces cortisol. And those things, if continued, those things continue to circulate in our nervous system, in our circulatory system, in our blood, produces dis-ease, diabetes, hypertension, because you're in a stressful state. So tapping helps to put you more in a restful and relaxed state by producing serotonin, endorphins, things that feel good, so that you do feel good, and it circulates that through your body so that you are truly well. All right, so that is what it is, and that is how it works in the body. Anybody, again, can use this technique. Pregnant people, old people, young people, anybody can use this, and it's so very simple. All right, so the process of doing this first is to basically do a body scan. You just take a few minutes and ground yourself and have some breaths. And you can close your eyes or keep them open, whatever feels best, but you just scan yourself mentally from head to toe. And what am I feeling? Are there any aches and pains? Are there any tightness? Am I feeling anxiety in my stomach? Am I worried about something? And you tap into that. Literally, we start by tapping various parts of the body. So while you have that thought in your mind and you scanned your system in, maybe you're having a little bit of back pain. And you find that back pain, you connect to it, and you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. So let's say you're having back pain on a scale of a 4 today. And you're like, okay, I'm feeling this pain. We notice that, and we'll start this process by setting a setup statement. So it's acknowledging that pain. Hey, I have a rate of 4 back pain in my lower back. Even though I have this pain, I fully and wholly accept myself and my healing. That's the statement that I usually use. I fully and wholly accept myself and my healing. Okay. So that is how we begin this process. All right. So we've done our body scan. We've noticed the area that we want to work on, and it can be multiple areas. You can do this several times a day. It does not take you a lot of time to do this. So you can do it in multiple areas of the body whenever you need it. All right. So we scanned our body. We noticed that back pain. And then we're going to speak our setup statement. Although I have this back pain in my lower back at a rate of 4, although I have this pain, I fully and wholly accept myself, my healing, and my wellness. All right. And I'm keeping that in my mind as I'm tapping. And then we're going to start the tapping areas. So while I have this in my mind, the first area is, we call it the karate chop. It's the outside of the hand. And you want to tap it about 9 times. You can do it either side, or you can do both sides. And these are pressure points to help release feel-good hormones in the body. Right? So that's the karate chop, outside of the hands, straight down the pinky midway. You do that about 9 times. All right. The second area is the top of the head. Do that about 9 times. All right. And then we'll move on to the inside of the brows. You can do one side or both sides, and you can tap using your fingertips about 9 times, just tapping. Even though I have this low back pain at a rate of 4, I fully and wholly accept myself and my healing. All right. We finished that point here where the brow begins. Outside of the eyes is next. I fully and wholly accept myself. Although I have this low back pain on a rate of a 4, I fully and wholly accept myself. And it can be anything. It can be a trauma you've experienced. It can be a memory that you are holding on to that does not serve you anymore. And this helps to really release that. All right. And the next point, right underneath our pupils, we can tap here. Although I woke up feeling a little bit grumpy, I fully and wholly accept myself and my healing. All right. The next point is right here underneath the nose, the top of the lip. The little dip is, we tap here. Although I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, which I did not, actually woke up in very high spirits. This is for the sake of the practice. I fully and wholly accept myself and my healing. Next is right here underneath the lip, where that little dip is. We're going to tap. Although my bank account is being replenished, I fully, wholly accept and love myself. I fully and wholly accept my healing. All right. Just about 9 times is all you want. The next spot is here, the collarbone. There's 2 points right here. What I like to do is take my fist, my thumb and my pinky finger touches those areas, and we can tap there. Peace and abundance, Trizana. Love you to life, sis. I fully and wholly accept myself. Although it's hot outside and I can't take my walk like I want to, I fully and wholly accept myself and love myself and accept my healing. Whatever it is you want to speak. I'm being silly now, but whatever it is that you want to speak and release any traumas, this really works really well if you want to speak a trauma or a traumatic event that you've gone through. You can talk about it or narrate it while you're touching these points because it helps to release. It helps to release and to reroute those emotions from fight or flight to rest and relax. All right. So we've hit that point. And then the last point is underneath our arms. So right here, for women, it'll be where your bra strap begins, and we can tap there. Although there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that I don't desire, I fully and wholly accept myself, love myself, and accept my healing. All right. Do it on the other side for good measure because that really felt good. All right. And then at the end, you can just, that's it. You can just rate. Take some deep breaths and rate your back pain or whatever it is you started with on a 1 to 10. So I'll go back. My back pain is at a 2 now, or maybe a 1, or maybe it's gone. And if it's not where you desire it to be, you can go back through it until you get it there. But I guarantee you, this stuff works, y'all. And it is really, really potent, really, really powerful and effective for releasing stress, anxiety, fear, and phobia. So emotional freedom techniques, I'm going to share a photo on my page if you follow me on Facebook so that you can remember the tapping areas. These techniques, again, are highly effective, can be used by anybody at any time, right? So simple. You ain't got to buy nothing or nothing. Don't even cost you nothing. Ain't got to buy no special equipment. It just involves you being present and intentional and being brave and courageous enough to face those things that may be hindering you. All right, so that is my segment. That is my part. Elevating Energy say, yes, it did work. I hope this will be up so I can do it at any time. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am, Pam. This will be up. Y'all can get these videos on my page at any time. They don't go anywhere. They're on YouTube. I'll share my handles and I will also share those points. But this absolutely works. All right, so I'm going to tap out. Empress was sharing how Iyanla Van Zant taught her and showed her some tapping techniques. So I'm going to turn it over to her at this moment so that she can get us started on some yummy yoga. And yes, let me know if you got any questions. I'll tap in a moment.
All right, peace and blessings, everyone. My name is Empress Nia, and I give thanks God it's me because I full enjoyed that tapping experience. I was doing it for sure within the presence of everyone else. So on the subject of healing trauma within minutes, this yoga practice is going to be specifically geared to that intention. We're going to get into what is called pranayama breath techniques, which is utilizing the breath, harnessing it to basically to clear and to balance the chakras. So I'm seated in a chair. You can do yoga in a chair, but if you're on a mat, you want to come into an easy, comfortable seated position. And if you're in a chair, you want to make sure that the soles of your feet are flat onto the earth and grounded. We are going to open practice with a sacred chant called Om. So I like to open my practices, my yoga practices, pretty much keeping the energy sealed with the sacred vibrational sound of Om, which means the beginning and the ending or endlessness, Alpha and Omega. It's just a universal sound of peace, love, and harmony. So let's bring our palms together, joining our thumbs and our fingers, placing our thumbs right on our heart center. And we're going to just give our heart chakra some rubs. So let's just gently press into it with both of our thumbs and just do some circular motions there. You can alternate it for sure, from left to right, from right to left. All right. And as we find stillness, we want to make sure that the spine, the neck, the shoulders are all aligned. In fact, let's just take a deep breath in, inhaling our shoulders up towards our ears. Exhale, roll them back. And on the next exhalation, we're going to chant Om. So let's inhale for Om. Om. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to rest our hands, right? So if you're in a chair like myself, you want to rest your hands on your thighs. If you're sitting down, easy pose, cross-legged position, you want to rest your hands wherever you feel comfortable, whether it's your shins or your knees. And we're going to open up with cat and cow, right? We're going to do this for about a minute, right? So cat and cow is just very easy. You inhale your heart forward, your chest forward. You exhale, you roll it back. Let's keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Or wherever you are, exhale. All right, a couple of more breaths here. We're going to come back into a neutral position, aligning the spine, the back, and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now, the medical and the metaphysical benefits of breath work, breathing, and you can feel comfortable to take a drink of water if you want to replenish, stay hydrated. Hydration is very key throughout yoga practice, but in general. So the medicinal benefits with utilizing the breath, specifically as we do it through cat and cow, is it opens up the heart chakra. Sometimes, moving and navigating through this life as spiritual beings, energies in the world, the worldly energies, whether it's what we are conditioned to or whether it's just in day to day interaction, can be kind of quite hectic, or it can have its own vibe that can take a toll on us. So sometimes with awareness or without awareness, we can like harvest other energies, others energies, or energies from daily experience, or from things that were just passed down to us when we were in our mother's womb, or passed down to us just from cellular DNA, from what we inherited from our father. So what that does, it is actually opens up the heart chakra. It sends oxygen specifically there. And not only that, it actually pushes it down into what is called the womb, the sacral chakra. So, yes, I hope I'm there. I hope everyone's catch. Oh, Afia, give thanks. And what that does, it just pretty much, cat and cow specifically, begins to awaken the kundalini energy, which lies dormant at the base of the root chakra, right? And what we're about to do is we're about to elevate that energy so that we can just balance our chakras, clear it out, and pretty much heal it. So within seconds or within minutes, we can be feeling like we done went through a whole spa, within ourselves. All right. So we're going to do what is called here alternative nostril breathing, still opening up, right, until we get into the more intensified breath work, right? So you're going to join your, or as much as you can, right? Take your index finger, your middle finger, push it there, and leaving your pinky finger extended in what is known as the ring finger, and then also your thumb as well. So we're going to actually use these fingers to close one nostril as we breathe in, close the same nostril that we breathed in to exhale out of the alternative nostril, right? And then we're just going to alternate. So that's called alternative nostril breathing. The benefits of this is pretty much to stimulate a lavender effect to the nervous system. It's like very calming, it's very soothing, and it really still subtly awakens that kundalini energy, right? All right, so let's come into an easy, comfortable seated position, or if you are unable to sit on the floor, or if you rather sit in a chair, just making sure that your knees are aligned, stacked over your ankles, making sure that the soles of your feet are pressed into the ground, and that you're sitting up straight, up fully erect, right? Or that your ankles are crossed if you're in an easy, seated, comfortable position. So we're going to do this for about 3 minutes, right? So we're going to first start with placing the thumb over our nostril, right? So I got my right thumb, I got my right arm, and I'm placing it over my right nostril, right? So let's just practice it. And I'm going to inhale through my left nostril, and I'm going to close it. And because I don't know if anyone's pregnant or not, I'm just going to let it go out of the other one. And I'm going to inhale back into that one. And I'm going to close it, and I'm just going to let it go. So that's called alternative nostril breathing. And if you're pregnant, you don't want to hold your breath. You just want to let it flow. Keep breathing, all right? So we're going to come into an easy, comfortable seated position, and let's begin. Our timer is on. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Less than 2 minutes. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing into the diaphragm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And less intense may have been an understatement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Less than 30 seconds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale it out. Let's inhale it in. And exhale. Good. And if you feel like a lightheaded, tingling sensation, that's absolutely natural. It's actually harnessing energy, energy from all of the chakras, primarily the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, and the first eye chakra, right? And it's just opening them so that energy can just be free forming, so that it can just flow freely up into what we call the crown and into the aura, right? So, all right, this next technique that we have here, again, it's a subtle thing, but I would say it's not as intense as when it comes to like the breath of fire, but in an energy form, it is intense. And what we call it here, I'm blanking on the Sanskrit name, but it's a protection mantra. It's a protective mudra, actually. Not a mantra, but a mudra. So we're going to actually do this, right? So we have our hearts crossed. We have and if anyone can actually see it, it's actually a comedic posture, right? So you just want to make sure everything is aligned very neatly, right? So the palms of the hands is facing outwardly, right? It's actually a vortex of protective energy as it relates to the heart space. As you can see, the cross is right above the heart. So we're just going to breathe here. And then the breath is very easy. You inhale into the diaphragm and you exhale out of the nose. And as you do that, you want to visualize energy coming out of your palms, like protecting you, right? And the reasons and the purposes for this metaphysically is to protect your aura and to protect your heart space, right? If there's something that I'm missing, I think I explained everything, but we're gonna yes, that's what I was thinking about. we're going to meditate here. We're going to try and lower our gaze, or at least focus on this center here, which is the seat of discernment, because that's how we protect ourselves and lives, is through discernment, knowing what is of the highest good and what is of, not so into the highest form of its potential form of being, right? So we're going to do this for, let's do this for like 2 minutes here, or in fact, 3. So let's just take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. You want to push the air out of your palms, the palms of your hand. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Focus in on your third eye, your first eye. Inhale. And exhale. Making more room for love. Deep inhale. And exhale. Pushing away fear, because fear is a highly, highly, highly traumatic energy. Inhale. And exhale. Pushing energy out of your heart chakra, out of your palms. Inhale. And exhale. Few more breaths here. Let's take a deep inhale. And exhale. Pardon the background noise, but let's inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So let's place our heartical hand. Our heartical hand, as we call it in Rastafari, Bobo Shanti, is the left hand. So you want to place the left hand over your heart and placing the right hand over your womb. Your womb is your right hand is your masculine center. Your womb is your heart chakra. As previously shared in this, it's also the sacred chamber of your reproductive organs, right? So we're just gonna, making sure energy is just properly sealed. Just taking easy breaths here. Sending feminine balance into the heart chakra, protection around the womb. Good. Let's shake that off. Let's just shake it off and let it do something for us. So I'm gonna get my timer back into the equation. And for this last technique here, right? This is another way of, as I would say, pretty much healing trauma. And we call it aura, like aura up enhancers, or a way of uplifting the aura, right? So from this mudra, I go into the prayer mudra, the mudra of devotion, right? Thumbs onto your heart chakra. And again, you can lower your gaze or close your eyes, but making sure you're focusing your eyes onto your third eye or your first eye. And we're just gonna, this is a little intense with this energy, but at the same time, it's purely divine, but I'll do a demonstration. We're gonna inhale up above the crown, exhale, bringing it back to the heart center. Well, not as intense, but Perfect. 3 minutes starting now. And I will share with you the importance of three as it relates to pranayama, yoga. Three is a number of sequence, right? Three is a number of discipline and mastery. So we have it in the practice of hatha yoga and in as well as kundalini yoga, which is all, daughters of Kemetic yoga. That the number three, when you practice it in a sequence or just in that amount of time, it actually manifests the metaphysical intent of the breath work and the mudra. Less than 2 minutes, y'all. Taking energy from your heart, moving it all the way up the chakras to the crown and to the aura. Which is pretty much creating a vortex energy of love, of balance, and of protection. We know when our love vibration is raised, that lower frequencies such as fear is null and void. Discipline, balance, let's take a deep breath in, holding it. Holding the mudra, exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Perfect. And pretty much just as we call it, allowing that energy to just really resonate and sit in. Sometimes in yoga, when we are working with the chakras primarily, right? Because the chakras is the vortex of our different forms and states of consciousness and being, right? We have to really be mindful when we're moving through it. As any Kundalini instructor would explain, that, you would just want to be very mindful and gentle when moving through it. All right. So we're going to do a closing mantra before we get into the and this is a mantra of I bow to the guru within me, and I bow to all of my teachers in life. And the mantra is called Ang Namo Guru Dev Namo. And you can chant it in a form as if you're expressing it and singing it, or you can just state it simply. If you're uncomfortable with chanting it, or feel like you would want more practice, you can just breathe with me as I chant it. So again, the mantra is Ang Namo Guru Dev Namo. And let's just prepare ourselves for that chant, that mantra. So let's take a deep breath within. Exhale. Inhale within. Exhale. Inhale for chant. Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale for Om. Namaste. Namaste, namaste, namaste to all the viewers. Namaste to the teachers. Namaste to the divine feminine and masculine energy within. Blessed love.
Gratitude, Empress. That was so beautiful. Don't take my word for it. Elevating Energy says, "Oh my God, I release so much. I feel so good. I will be doing this daily because it's needed." Yes. Let me tell you, Empress Nia is an amazing instructor when it comes to yoga and just explaining what it means, even the chants. Things like that can be scary to people who don't know what they are, and fear can make you think things that aren't true, but it's simply honoring the divine within yourself. Um, Trizana says she feel better as well. Trizana's one of our pregnant, Blooming Lotus pregnant mommies. So I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful. This practice really enhanced my energy. I could feel it as I was practicing. I could just feel myself building up my energy reserves, and I could feel my aura just radiating. It felt really refreshing. It felt really good. In person, I do this simply to empower the people. So when we see that it's helping at least one person, it's really, really affirming. So I really, truly give thanks and gratitude for everyone that tuned in, that everyone that took part in this practice. If you took that time out for yourself, you really, really should congratulate yourself. That's big. Demetria says she definitely needed that beautiful release. I shade beautiful. Um, it's magical. It's magical. And look how simple, like she made that so simple. We sit in a chair and we're gonna do this. And look how powerful. Because we tend to think yoga, we think all of these crazy poses. And you know what? I love those poses, but it's not always necessary. You can really move energy and clear trauma and heal, start to heal just by doing simple things. As Empress has shown us, that was very, very powerful. I cannot thank you enough. I'm already excited about our next session because that was good. And when I do yoga as a collective, it's different than doing it solo. It's so amplified. So when you spoke about the threes and the numbers, I think about the Trinity. I think about mind, body, and spirit. I think about wholeness. So to able to use that three and amplify, I definitely feel that, and I'll be implementing that in my practice. Both that the 3 minutes or repeating something for 3 times like that is very, very powerful. Thank you for sharing that. This was amazing. Do you have anything for the people? Like I am just in a state of zen right now. We went from 0 to zen.
Yes, and exactly, that's a beautiful way of putting it. Yeah, just go through the video, go through the replay, and to familiarize yourself with these techniques. I know for sure the tapping, I've studied it, and when I had a chance to experience that level of tapping, it was uplifting my energy, and it was tapping into organs and energy, balancing it, and I wasn't even expecting it. So just pairing it with the practice that I just presented today, I would really encourage everyone to just go through it again and take what you can. And if there's one posture or breath work technique that you really full joyed, and stick with that, practice it, study it, and try to master it in a way where well, you're doing it as often as you can, as daily as you can, because there is benefits when it comes to uh, natural forms of healing modality. And we all can use this. We all everything of what you all are expressing is what I myself have also felt. So we all can use this level of collective work as it relates to healing, and learning tools, because there's so much information out there, so many natural technologies out there that can just really do the things that we need to get done without any level of codependency when it comes to our health.
That's powerful. That is powerful. Amazing words from an amazing, amazing goddess.
Yeah,
Elevated says she wants to work with you.
yeah.
How can the
And
people find you? Do you do private sessions? Let us know.
I do private sessions. I'm going to leave and they're very economical, because what I want to do is I want to most definitely galvanize, the people where they can really. I like to work one on one when it comes to the healing sessions, but where they can really benefit and feel like, okay, well, I'm getting my values worth, and I'm feeling extremely supported. So I will leave my information actually in the comment section on Facebook, but as it relates to here, because I know we're streaming through multiple platforms, you can locate me via my website, which is www. Well, it's a family website. It's me and my husband and my family basically, but www.priest, Prist, Isaac, ISSAC.com. I think it's going to be /redemption. Or you can find me on Instagram, which is redemption_healing. Or you can find me on Facebook, Redemption Healing. Pretty much, or you can, check out my personal Facebook page, which is Empress Nia, which is spelled Nia, Isaac, ISSAC, or you can WhatsApp me because I'm actually located in the tropics, you all. I'm in Antigua, the nation of Antigua and Barbuda. So WhatsApp is really big here. I don't know where you all are, but some places WhatsApp is big, internationally at least. So my WhatsApp number is 1-268 728 82. PriestIsaacInstitute.com. I'm sorry, it was an institute after the Isaac. Priest, IsaacInstitute.com. And then WhatsApp is area code 1-268-728-8289. And I will, work with you. I offer consultations. We can do yoga via consultations, or we can just create a plan or a regimen that specifically works for you. I'm pretty much open and available for that. I am so happy that you've shared that interest. So anyway, so it's www.priestisaacInstitute.com /redemption. Give thanks. That is it. And everything else, just go through the video again, and yeah, everything is all blessed. Yep.
We thank you so much for giving us all of this good mental food, physical food, spiritual food on this amazing Friday, Empress. All the way from Antigua, beautiful Antigua. Enjoy some of that for us over here in the States. I look forward to our next gathering. If you want to reach out to this amazing sister, please do. You see what she does. She came over here and gave us some of us for free, and she does it on Friday. So I'm so grateful for you, John, joining us here with the BGN family on Zero to Zen. This is amazing. It has enriched my life so much in such a short time. So I look forward to the future. Thank you so much, Empress. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in with us today. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing life because you can choose to do that. I honor and I value you all so much. If you got any questions, as always, you can hit me up. I can be found at bloominglotusbirthingservices.com. Find me on Facebook, Zamika Lockett. Y'all can find me. Y'all know where to find me. But I'll get better with these social media handles. We truly get on this thing to give our heart, like really for healing. It ain't even about like being seen or even the money. That stuff comes. We come because our people need these things. So we take that time out. And I thank you so much, Empress. I can't thank you enough. You are amazing. You are light. Continue to be that.
Oh my
Until next time. I love
goodness.
y'all. I love you. Namaste, everybody. Have an amazing,
Love you
amazing
all.
rest of your day. Peace and abundance, soul tribe.